And this is a real statement here as they get a first and goal.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. A shotgun snap for Simeon. Finding time. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From his goal line here, Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Aqib Talib is one of the great gambling corners in the league. When he gets an idea and a notion and jumps a route, it often results in 6 points for his team.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Returnable here from the 38. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Devontae Booker, the man he was trying to get it to. And now it's third down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down following the run.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down, here's Simeon. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go.
Here's Simeon now on second down. This is Booker on the dump off. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And here we go on first and goal. They'll run it. This is Booker. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
That's it. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Trevor Simeon taking it in. And the Broncos are in for 6.
And the sneak works on second and goal. They didn't wait until it was fourth down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's third down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Play clock winding down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Oh, 4th and short, right at midfield. This is where you tell your offense, I've got faith in you guys to get me a few yards. And sure enough, they repay that faith and keep the drive moving with a first down.
On first down, it's Smith. And the Broncos get there and take him down. DeMarcus Ware in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Smith, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. To throw on second down is Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were in bounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go again with Davis. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Niall Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw on second is Simeon. Looking for Sanders here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now here comes Kansas City. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about catching things right at the